Cover letter. Learn how to write your cover letter with our guide and samples. The purpose of a cover letter. To be considered for almost any position, you will need to write a cover letter accompanying your resume. Such a letter introduces you, explains your purpose for writing, highlights a few of your experiences or skills, and requests an opportunity to meet personally with the potential employer. When writing a cover letter, you should introduce yourself, mention the job you're applying for, show that your skills and experience match the skills and experience needed to do the job. Inspire the reader to read your resume. How long should a cover letter be? Keep it short. A cover letter is meant to be a summary of your resume, so don't write more than one page. Matching your cover letter to the job. Use a different cover letter for each job you apply for. Your cover letter needs to show that you know what the job involves and what the employer is looking for. Be specific about your skills and qualities. You also need to show how they match the needs of the job or the organization, means your skills and qualities. Here are 3 simple ways to make your cover letter as specific as possible. Number 1, find out who to address it to. Try not to address your letter to whom it may concern. Find out the name of the person who will read your letter. This might take a little effort, but it's worth it. If you found the job in an advertisement, it will probably name a person to send the cover letter to. If it doesn't, call the employer or advertiser and ask who to send the letter to. Telephone is best, but email them if you cannot find a contact phone number. If you find out the person's name, don't use their first name. Use either Mr. or Ms. and their last name instead. Number 2, find out more about the job. Read job description very carefully. When finding out who to address your cover letter to, you could also try to contact that person so you can ask questions. This can help you match your cover letter and resume to the job. You could ask, does the job involve working as a part of a team? Can you tell me more about the kind of person you are looking for? Number 3, find out more about the company. If you know the name of the company, look for information online. If the company has a website, visit it, especially their About Us page. If the company name isn't in the advertisement, contact the recruitment agency or advertiser and ask who the employer is. What to include in your cover letter? Your name and contact details. Put your name and contact details at the top of your cover letter. You don't have to give your postal address, but you do need to include your email and phone number. Your email address should create a professional impression. If you don't have a professional email address, you can make one with a free email provider, such like gmail.com or yahoo.com. Make it simple. Something that includes your first name and your last name is a good way to go. their name and contact details. Under your own name and contact details, you should include the position or the name of the person you are writing to, usually hiring manager, the name of their company, their contact details. If you are having trouble finding this information, you can call the company to ask who you should address your cover letter to. The name of the job you're going for. At the start of your cover letter, you need to say which job you are applying for. You can do this on a line by itself, for example, regarding application for stock clerk position. You can do this in the opening paragraph. For example, I'm writing to apply for the recently advertised stock clerk position. A list of your relevant skills. Include a brief summary about how your skills and experiences match the job description. A short bullet list is fine. If you are answering a job advertisement, there may be a position description that lists essential skills and experiences. It may also have a list of desirable skills and experience. Your cover letter needs to respond to all of the items on the essential list. You should also respond to as many items as you can on the desirable list. Remember that if you say you have a skill or experience, you need to show how you have used it or how you got it. For example, if you say you've got customer service skills, mention some jobs where you have used them. A summary of why you are right for this job. After listing your skills and experience, you should explain why this means you are suited to the job. For example, my ability to get along with people and my experience in solving customer problems in a retail setting make me ideally suited for this job. Speak their language. Using the same language as people who do a particular job shows that you understand the industry or field that the employer works in. For example, if there is a tool or software or skill the job requires, like machining tools or cash handling or Excel spreadsheet, mention it in your cover letter, but make sure you mention it correctly. Ask them to contact you. Your cover letter should finish by asking the employer to read your resume. You should also ask them to contact you about an interview. Try something simple, like, I have attached a copy of my resume. I look forward to hearing from you about this job. What you shouldn't include in your cover letter. There are some things that should never be in your cover letter. Here are some things to watch out for. Typos or mistakes. Always spell check your cover letter. It's even better to get someone else to read it and point out any mistakes or confusing things. People you could ask to read your cover letter include friends, family members, and your career coach, employment specialist. Double check everything in your cover letter. If you mention a company's name, make sure you spell it right. If you mention places you worked before, make sure you spell their names right too. Including your whole resume in your cover letter. Do not cut and paste your resume into your cover letter. Try to reword the information in your resume rather than just repeating it. Keep your cover letter short and let your resume tell the whole story. Using I too much. Try not to overuse phrases like I believe, I have, and I am. Remember, it's not about you. It's about how you can help the employer. Once you have written your cover letter, read over it and try to take out or rewrite as many sentences that start with I as you can. Don't mention your other job applications. You are probably applying for more than one job at a time. However, it's best not to mention other job applications. Your letter should aim to convince the employer that you really want this job. Even though most employers will assume you are applying for more than one job, you don't need to mention it. Final cover letter tips. If you are including your cover letter as an attachment, you can use the same heading as your resume. Use an appropriate greeting. If you know the name of the hiring manager for this job, begin your cover letter by addressing them directly. Example, Dear Mr. Smith. If you don't know the name of the hiring manager, you can begin your letter with Dear Hiring Manager. Get a feel for the company culture when deciding how formal your greeting should be. More formal introductions such as Dear Sir or Madam can come across as too stuffy for some organizations, while greetings like hello and hi there are almost always too casual for a cover letter. Avoid generic references to your abilities. Whenever possible, tell meaningful anecdotes that tie your skills to concrete problem-solving activities or tangible business results you have worked on in your career. Any candidate can say they possess a desirable skill. To make an impact, you need to show hiring managers examples of your skills in action. For example, too vague. My skills would be a great fit for your organization. More specific. In my role as a sales associate, I am frequently required to provide exceptional customer service on short notice. Exceeding customers' expectations is a point of personal and professional pride for me, and this is a skill I am eager to continue developing. Too vague. I am a proactive team player. More specific. In my current job, I proactively jumped in to help launch an internal recycling and waste reduction initiative. Together, our team contributed to a 25% reduction in solid waste production within the company. Keep it short and to the point. Read the job description closely to identify the best opportunities to illustrate your qualifications. What professional achievements are you the proudest of? Choose one or two and map them directly to the desired experience or qualifications the hiring manager is looking for, using just a few detailed but concise sentences. Don't reiterate everything that is on your resume. You want to focus on one or two anecdotes expanding on how you achieved something specific. Proofread before you submit. Reread your cover letter several times before submitting and keep an eye out for errors of spelling, grammar, or punctuation. Reading the letter aloud can help you pick out awkward phrasing or too long sentences. There are certain common errors that we all have a tendency to gloss over, so make sure to do a slow, deliberate reading that examines each word. If your salutation includes the hiring manager's name, triple check the spelling. your chance to shine. Remember that you are getting a valuable chance to illustrate your capabilities and share a glimpse of authentic personality. Take advantage of the opportunity to let your greatest strengths shine, while also showing that you respect the hiring manager's time and attention. For inspiration, you can browse cover letter samples. Customer service sample cover letter. John Smith, phone number, email, date. Dear hiring manager, I am very excited to be considered for the role of customer service representative at Caregiver Inc. As someone who can learn quickly and improve the process, I strive to be a vital component of every team I join. By staying on top of deadlines, I allow ample time to fix issues that may arise last minute during projects. By combining my work ethic with the world-class team at Caregiver Inc., I look forward to how much of a difference we can make for your company's customers. During my previous role at ABC Company, I was in charge of handling customer questions and concerns in a timely and professional manner. By providing impeccable service to clients, I was able to spread enthusiasm and positive word of mouth across the community. This vibrant company image led to ABC Company winning Best Company to Work For in 2018. I take pride in conducting myself in a professional manner when representing a company. I thoroughly enjoy getting to know customers and figuring out how best to serve their needs. At ABC Company, I was consistently at the top of the list for most positive customer feedback each week. By setting a good example for my fellow employees, I helped propel ABC Company to new heights. I have attached a copy of my resume. I look forward to hearing from you about this job. I am thrilled about getting to learn more details about the customer service representative position at Caregiver Inc. I will be committed to continuously learning, growing, and applying my skills to support the team and engage our community. Thank you for your consideration in this matter. Sincerely, John Smith. Attached resume. Caregiver sample cover letter. Ebony Moore, phone number, email, date. Dear hiring manager, I'd like to introduce myself as a candidate for the caregiver position at Powell Village Company. As the highly empathetic and caring individual with extensive experience in the caregiving field, I am confident that I can succeed as a caregiver at Powell Village Company, a trusted name in geriatric care since 1990. During my work at Northwest Care, I provided home health care for a rotation of 10 patients per week, 5 days a week. My responsibilities included light housework, giving baths, preparing small snacks, reading to patients, helping them around the house, helping patients use the restroom, providing companionship, keeping track of appointments, and feeding patients. I am very passionate about the well-being of my patients. I believe that the elderly are valuable and important generation, full of wisdom and knowledge, and that they need to be cared for and protected. During my teenage years, I served as a primary caregiver for my grandmother. As a frail woman in her late 90s, she needed a lot of assistance with most day-to-day functions. Since I was there more than my parents, who both worked full-time, I took it upon myself to be her caregiver. The more time I spent with her, the more I realized that although her body may not function, her mind was an ocean of stories and wisdom waiting to be explored. I will always cherish the time I had with her and the things she taught me. I have attached a copy of my resume. I look forward to hearing from you about this job. I look forward to learning more about Powell Village Company and the expectations of the caregiver role. I would like to thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely, Ebony Moore. Bank teller sample cover letter. Amy Chan, phone number, email, date. Dear Mr. Williams, I'm delighted to have the opportunity to apply for the bank teller position at US Bank. I'm extremely detail-oriented and have an intuitive skill in customer engagement. I also pride myself on respecting the deadlines that are set for me, as well as achieving any sales goals in a prompt manner. I am excited about utilizing my past experience as a bank teller and serving the customers who are a part of US Bank. During my previous employment at Citibank, I honed my skills in providing customer service through active engagement for each and every individual I spoke with. I achieved this through product servicing, listening to customer feedback, and proactively engaging in marketing activities in order to grow the customer base, which increased by 37% while I worked there. I am aware of how important it is to maintain a productive and professional level of customer service while conducting customer transactions in order to introduce company products and services. This is an area of my job as a bank teller I especially enjoy. I have been able to sell new products at 3 times the rate as most of other tellers. My superiors commented quite frequently on my professionalism and not only praised me for it, but rewarded me with sales bonuses and recognition within the company. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my skills and background for consideration for the bank teller position at US Bank, and I look forward to the opportunity to professionally grow within your company for years to come. Sincerely, Amy Chan. Personalize cover letter. A well-written cover letter will help get your application noticed and help you secure an interview. Take the time to personalize it so it shows the employer why you are a solid candidate for the job.